Yeah, obviously it's great, everybody on campus, and I think just, everything in year two is more comfortable. Everything just feels more settled than it did last year. And that's a good thing. Obviously you have a group of guys back that have, been here, played a year in the system, and have a good understanding of what we're trying to do. And then, got a new group of guys we got to acclimate and bring in and kind of get ingratiated in what we're doing. But it's nice to have everybody back on campus, have 15 guys here ready to roll for the summer.
What did you think of the first day in terms of those older guys that you brought in, intermixing with the guys that are veterans within your system, but also integrating with the young guys that are coming in?
Yeah, I mean, it's we threw a lot at them today. Day one we try to kind of go and dump the whole thing on them, which is really difficult, and then we'll go back and really break it down and start teaching it in part and try to be whole, and then go back and do the parts and come back to whole. So guys did well though. Effort level was really good. I thought the in terms of our work and our attention to detail was good. Of course, day one when you're learning a brand new system for a lot of these guys, you're all over the place, balls all over the place, but you didn't get hit at least with a flying basketball, so we did good there. But this is the part of like step one. But for what we threw at them today, I was really impressed with our guys' IQ. The guys that are coming in, their ability to pick up information and kind of understand what we're doing. And again, the biggest thing that jumped out to me was the effort level, how hard guys were playing on both ends, how competitive it was. You saw at the end when we ended it, guys were complaining, wanting to keep going, but we have some time constraints we got to deal with it. And so that's a good sign.
What's the most important thing you want to get out of the first week and how you structure it?
I think, kind of laying a foundation for how we want to play on both ends. I mean, and certainly you're not going to have everything in. It's going to take a long time. But this first week is really trying to teach them, the base of our system offensively and defensively, and kind of in a broad scope like today. And then we'll come back in the morning and kind of walk them through different aspects of it, and then try to come back and tie it together, and alternate days, teaching days, and then coming back and trying to go kind of whole as we work this week. But it's a lot, and it'll probably take us 2 weeks to really touch on, the basics, just the bare minimum of what we do on both sides of the ball, particularly offensively. Defensively, there's only so much you can do. We'll hopefully get that covered in week one, but it'll probably take into week two before we're able to really touch on offensively how we want to play and really dive in a little bit deeper.
Last year, as you mentioned, there were many different challenges in terms of just getting your summer started and getting acclimated with the new program. What did you learn maybe a year ago in the summer that you wanted, not necessarily the change, but mold your summer this year to look different?
I think we have to go slower. I probably with year one, with last year, this year you got half a new team and you got half a returning team. Last year everybody was new except for really the 2 LMU guys, 3 LMU guys. Probably went too fast. I think you got to get, more granular, more detailed, be able to really teach it. And again, today, of course, we threw the book at them in day one, but then we'll come back here, for most of this week and just go back and really teach it and break it down for what we did today. But we got some film to watch, we can show them, and then we can kind of go back and break it down. I think just making sure that we're really being detailed and we're being thorough and not feeling this, pressure in the summer to have it all in, because you're going to come back in the fall. It's a long season, but just being slower, being a little more detailed. I think, the thing that pops to you in day one is we got a chance with the skill level and the versatility and the size to be much more dynamic offensively and defensively. And so, more diverse in our menu and what we can do offensively, certainly than last year, and certainly much more diverse in terms of our ability to switch and do different stuff defensively this year than we did last year. So there'll be some changes for what guys did last year. We'll just have an expanded menu offensively and probably do a lot of things differently defensively just because of our personnel, but making sure that we're really being detailed and thorough in our teaching.
What's the typical day right now for one of your players, and is the structure of how this week going to be like the rest of the weeks this summer, or will it be different as it goes throughout?
It'll change. I mean, right now in week one, we watched some film and did a talk and teach segment in the morning without a ball, guys lifted, and then we came back this afternoon and practice. Tomorrow, we'll have another teacher tape in the morning. And then we'll probably do small group workouts. We'll put them through about 40 minutes and then let them go get their lift in. You flip it on, probably do that Tuesday, Wednesday, then come back Thursday and try to have a team practice in the afternoon on Thursday. But film, weights, and then, really blending our small group stuff and really being able to teach and break down things. And we really have two groups we're putting because we have an even split. Newcomers are one group, vets are returners another group. So we're able to teach them in two groups. And but doing those in the morning, the next 2 mornings, and then obviously coming back Thursday and really trying to do the whole group together and have another one of these team practices Thursday afternoon. And then the guys are off, they get the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to be off. So we're doing a lot of our work Monday through Thursday, but we're working. And this morning, we watched film, we taught out here, and then came back to the noon and were able to get a practice in. So tomorrow we'll go down and kind of start breaking down the load of information they received today on defense and offense, particularly defensively. And then next week we'll try to transition to more of our breakdown work, being on the offensive end.